Welcome to the SoberQ podcast.
Hi, I'm Wenceslao and I'm an alcoholic. The question is, how have we made amends to family? I think the first thing is to have made an inventory and after following the process of making the list of the people that we think we harmed, we take it through our sponsors. And this is crucial because from this it will depend the nature of the amends that we're gonna have to make. In my experience, I have to make financial amends to my family, living amends to my family as well, which, the living amends are probably the hardest to make because you have to change. You actually have to change your attitudes to your family, to your loved ones, and you actually have to amend the relationship, the dynamics of the relationship, and whatever you were doing wrong, you have to amend it. And this is really, it's a slow process. At least it was for me, a slow and painful process. One of the examples that I have with my family is with my dad. At some point in my recovery, my sponsor suggested that it was time for me to make amends to my father, proper amends to my father, because I had already made amends to my father, just the usual amends, just saying I'm sorry for not being the son that you would have want to be, but nothing really changed. I was still the same, and my family told me a lot of times, you just don't change, Wenceslao. Saying sorry doesn't mean anything anymore. And that's the issue with the amends process. It's not about saying sorry. It's about what am I willing to change, to let go, to sacrifice for the greater good. And in this case, it was my father, and it was suggested to me that every day I will wake up and I will say to him, "Good morning, Dad. How are you?" Even if he doesn't respond, and usually he didn't respond to my greetings, and then I will offer him a cup of coffee. That was the suggested thing, and I follow it. And I remember a week later, I came back to my sponsor just really angry and said to him, "This is not working." He says he doesn't drink coffee, and he just he doesn't respond to my greetings, and he's always angry. And my sponsor just smiled at me and said, "Just keep doing it, because you're not doing it for him. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it so you can amend this relationship and you can grow from it." And I continue to do it. And one day I remember he just looked back at me and he said, after I offered him a cup of coffee, he said, "Okay, I'll take that cup of coffee." And I remember just freezing because nobody told me what to do then. It's been a while, like a couple of months, doing the same thing, and he never said yes, so I didn't know what to do. But it really changed the dynamics. At that point, I knew that that relationship with my father had changed. My father wasn't. It appeared to me that my father wasn't the same, but the one that changed was me. And I continue to do that, for the time that I was living with him, or whenever I would visit him, I would always behave that way, and it really changed. My dad opened up with me, and that allowed me to grow as a man and as a person in recovery as well.
If you would like to share your experience on a recovery question, visit the SoberQ podcast website at soberq.com. Thanks for listening.